Am I audible to all? Yes? Thank you. Respected Principal Ma'am, Headmistress Ma'am, academic and activity coordinators, teachers, parents, and guests, a very warm good afternoon to one and all. With immense pleasure, on behalf of DPS Monarch Kindergarten and Primary Team, I, Maya Rajesh, Academic Coordinator of Grade 2, would like to welcome all our dear parents and guests who have joined us today for our virtual open house meet. We will always cherish your partnership and collaboration in all our endeavors of our life, and we treasure your love and concerns towards this institution, which is our second home. Education isn't just about learning math or science at school. It's about gaining the knowledge and the skills needed to better ourselves and the world we live in. It is a lifelong process of empowerment. As we are moving ahead to the year 2022-23, we would like to give you an elaborate view of our carefully engineered academic curriculum, teaching methodology, assessment structure, co-curricular activities, and the overall plan for a vibrant, compassionate, and connected learning experience for our students in this session today. So welcome you all once again. As we can see, the flow of event for today. Can we have the slides, please? First, we'll have the welcome address by our school principal, then curriculum overview by headmistress of the KG and the primary wing, admission procedures by the admission counselor, and at last, we'll have the question and the answering session. Before we start the session, I request all to keep your microphones on mute for the smooth conduction of the session. At the end of the orientation, we'll be having a question and answering session where your concerns and queries will be answered. Or you may share the same, your concerns and queries in the comment box. Can we stop sharing the screen, please? A leader is the one who lights the path to the impossible and takes those who follow to great heights. We are privileged to have leaders who ensure that the learning process in our school takes place in a joyful, safe, and caring environment. Their guidance and encouragement have helped the students to meet their full potential and develop their skills to be successful in their rapidly changing world. I would like to invite our very dynamic leader, who is the guiding light of our school principal, Ms. Meenal Bakshi ma'am, who is our constant source of motivation, our wings of flight, and our pillar of strength. Please help me welcome our principal ma'am with a big round of applause.
Thank you, Ms. Maya Rajesh.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
A very good afternoon to all. I hope I'm audible to everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, I'm Meenal Bakshi, principal of DPS Monarch International School, and I hope many of you already know about it. So, my introduction is for the parents, those who are attending our open day for the first time. And on the behalf of the DPS Monarch management and school team, it's my pleasure to extend a cheerful welcome to all of you to the virtual open day of KG and primary. Usually open day is an important opportunity for the parents to come to school, meet teachers, look at facilities, and get a feel of the school. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19 safety restrictions, we are unable to do so. But nevertheless, today's virtual open day will give an equal feel to you, and you will get all necessary information which is important for you to choose DPS Monarch for your child's education. So I will start my short presentation with some introductory information about the school. And let me just share my screen. So as you can see, our mission and vision. Just a second before that. Let me tell you, we started our journey on 1st September 2019, and currently we are running into our third academic year. So we are still a very young school, but we have a big number of students already enrolled with us, and we have full team of teachers, admin and academic staff who all are working with DPS Monarch International School. And our school is affiliated from Central Board of Secondary Education, New Delhi, India. Currently, school is offering kindergarten to secondary school program. And I'm very pleased to inform you that from March 2022, we will be offering senior secondary program, which would be grade 11 and 12. So from next year, our school would be from kindergarten till grade 12. Now, coming to the mission and vision, as you can see, in our mission and vision, we have focused on certain areas like we would like to ensure that students add value to their community, and they try to make a place where we all live safely. And if you look at our vision, which definitely talks about the learning with excellence and the teaching and learning, which is child focused, and definitely not only due to the pandemic, but in normal scenario also, we want to make the education which is technology driven, keeping the current scenario in mind and the kind of world children would be facing after 10 or 20 years, which is very unpredictable. So technology has to be part of education, and that is our mission and vision. And our school motto is education with a difference. So I won't say nothing, much about it, because when you experience this in the school, you will see the kind of programs and the initiatives which the school has taken that really makes a difference in your child's education. And as we know that today's children, they belong to a world which is very unknown to all of us. They have to be more resilient, they have to be more skillful than us, and they have to, and definitely they're more confident, and their exposure is more than us. So the aim of our education at DPS Monarch is to prepare the children for that kind of future. So they are skillful and they're prepared to face the world. So right from our kindergarten program, which would be discussed with you by our headmistress, Ms. Jyoti. She would be talking about kindergarten curriculum and along with primary years curriculum. So you will see the kind of activities, events, the initiatives, the kind of subjects we are offering that would cater to what I'm saying. So that really reflects in our curriculum, our mission, vision, and our school motto. So how do we achieve this mission, vision, and school motto? For that, we do have a team of people. So first, I would like to introduce you to our DPS Visionary Leadership Team, which consists of many people. We have Ms. Aisha Mohammed. She is the patron of this school. And we have Mr. Hassan Chogle. He is the president of this school. We have Mr. Yasir Nainar on board with us as a vice president. And we have a team of very talented school directors, those who are looking into different areas of this school. And I'm also part of the executive committee as a principal and the secretary of the ExCom. Now, this is our academic team. We have Ms. Jyoti Gupta from India. She is the headmistress of KG in primary. And we have a team of academic coordinators for each and every grade level. So right from KG1, we have Ms. Pooja, KG2, Ms. Bhuvna, and Ms. Sonia is for grade 1. Ms. Maya Rajesh is for grade 2. Ms. Harsha Bhatia is from grade 3 to 5. And we do have an activity coordinator who looks into the co-curricular activities, co-scholastic area, and all the events and activities are organized by him. And he is Mr. Surender Thapa. He's our activity coordinator for primary school. So this is our core academic team, which is leading kindergarten and primary. But apart from that, we do have a team of talented and enthusiastic teachers, those who would be taking care of your children. Moving further, would like to draw your attention to our school, what exactly we offer at DPS Monarch. So apart from the school infrastructure, which has all the necessary facilities, keeping the students' requirement in mind, we do have, the school is equipped with all kind of laboratories, whether it's a computer lab, a science lab, library, MPH, sports field. We do have all kind of facilities available in the school. So, but apart from that, we are, as I've told, we do focus a lot on the technology-based learning, where the use of iPad is very, very important in our school, in the sense all the children are supposed to bring iPad to school. And the reason is not that we teach through iPad. The reason is we would like to use technology as a teaching and learning aid, so that all kind of children are able to understand. And apart from that, the unique feature which we are offering, it's a kind of assessment we do using iPads in the school. So over a period of time, you will understand that what is the use of iPad in the school, for what purpose children use iPad during their class hours and during their academic time. So our curriculum is more research based, where children are supposed to do a lot of project related study. So for that kind of work related matters, children need to use technology, and this happens under the supervision of teachers in the school. So we do have an iPad policy, which would be informed to you later. And as I have mentioned, we do have a team of very enthusiastic and talented teachers on board with us, right from kindergarten till senior secondary. So most of the teachers are from India, and they are subject expertise and qualified as per the CBSE norms. We focus on the holistic education of the children, where the equal focus has been given on curriculum and the co-curricular activities. And apart from this, we pay a lot of attention on school and parent partnership. So the curriculum part, the co-curricular activities, everything related to your child's development, we do take care at school. But again, it's a joint responsibility to see whether child is making the desired progress in school or not, whether the kind of education child is receiving in the school, parents are actively involved in that or not. So that's why we always look forward to have a good partnership with parents. So every time, whenever I have any kind of presentation or interaction with parents, I always emphasize on that school and parents should have a good partnership. So all I advise all the parents that you have to do is to lock down good parenting from your end. The rest you can leave it on the school, where we can display good emotions, positive emotions. We can demonstrate good practices to children. And moreover, we need to have a very organized approach whenever we raise children or whenever we teach children in school, because these are the three skills which are very important. Of course, academic is very important, but if children are very balanced in their approach, they become very successful in their life. If they're able to demonstrate their feelings, if they're able to control negative feelings, and if they're organized in their thought process. I'm not talking about that organizational skills where they are keeping their stuff properly. This is the organization of the thought process. So then they become successful in their life, regardless whatever career path they choose, whatever part of the world they live in. So that's our aim, to develop certain necessary life skills in the children. And with this hope, I look forward to work with each one of you. And once again, I thank all the parents and students for joining us this afternoon. And I hope that we all would work together to achieve greatest heights and to have a best education for our children. And I hope that DPS Monarch will become a good experience and a good education center for you and for your child in the future. Thank you so much. And now there would be a curriculum overview by Ms. Jyoti. So over to her. Thank you so much and have a pleasant evening.
A very good afternoon, everyone. I think I'm audible now. Thank you. So I'm here to discuss So I'm going to talk about the curriculum overview. First, I will be discussing the kindergarten, and then I'm going to discuss the primary wings curriculum overview. Today, we have parents from both the wings who are interested in making their children learn in either of the wings. And I must tell you, parents, that these are very, very important foundational years, and the right kind of investment from you as parents is very much required. So let me talk about kindergarten curriculum overview that we at DPS Monarch International offer. Kindergarten curriculum offers a developmentally appropriate program with cumulative assessment options. It focuses mainly on following 7 key learning areas. First is the communication and language skills, and this is taught through English language. Then we have reading and writing. Again, we have lots of practice sessions through the English language subject. We also have introduced Qatar history as per the latest directives of Ministry of Education. Children from kindergarten onwards need to know about Qatar history, and we teach the history of Qatar through a lot of visual aids and a lot of audio aids. We also focus on the physical development through physical education classes, directed play, and free play. Personal, social, and emotional development is worked on through circle time and activities where children interact a lot with their homeroom teacher, with other subject teachers. We have mathematics and understanding the world around you, as popularly known as the EVS, and expressive art and design, that is art and craft classes. What we offer at kindergarten is an amalgamation of various interesting methodology, which involves playway learning. We also cater to a lot of special days and events. Educational field trips. Parents, here I would also like to share that till now, of course, because of the COVID, we were restraining ourselves from field trips, but I'm hopeful, and the world is healing, and we can all see, and I'm very hopeful that from the next academic sessions, we can step out of the school and go and explore lots of places in the vicinity. We also involve a lot of guest speakers from different spheres of walks of life, and they come and talk to children in the age-appropriate manner and reach out to children with lots of value-based involvement. Focusing on hands-on learning, so we believe in children doing things, learning by things, and getting the knowledge. It's just not that knowledge is bombarded to them, but we love to do interactive activities, collaborative projects, and through that, children learn. We also have an activity room where children go and they do a lot of interesting activities and enhance their not only motor skills, but also intellectual skills. I'll be giving you a glimpse of all our various activities. So our playway learning, you can see that how children enjoy with the flashcard. We take them to various places. Last year has been, of course, a year of online classes where children have been reached out through laptops and gadgets, but how we have been interacting and providing education in the classroom, you will be getting to see through these pictures. So we do participate, and we organize various special days like Grandparents' Day, Blue Day, Orange Day, Life Below Water, Compassion Day, Earth Day, International Yoga Day. So as and when, whichever month there is an international day or there is a day where we need to teach children a particular color about certain values, we would celebrate those days. And we definitely, as you can see, we involve lots of parents, we involve grandparents in various activities from time to time. You can also see Dental Day, Farmers Day, Nutrition Week, Children's Day, puppet making, Eid, and many more. I would now like to talk about the primary wing curriculum overview. So the main subjects in the primary wing are mathematics, English, EVS. EVS, particularly we call it in grade 1 and 2, but the moment the child reaches to grade 3 upwards, it is segregated as science and social science. So from 3 upwards, it is science and social science. We also offer second language, which are French, Hindi, Malayalam, Tamil, and Arabic. And third language, French, Hindi, Malayalam, Tamil, Arabic, Urdu, Sanskrit, and Telugu. Here I would like to tell you that third language is offered from grade 3 upwards, and second language is offered from grade 1 upwards. So all the kindergarten 2 children who will be coming to grade 1, we would ask for their second language choice, and all the children who would be in grade 2, we would be asking towards the end of the academic session of grade 2 to tell us what third language they would want to study from grade 3 upwards. We also have ICT, which is Information and Communication Technology, and Qatar history is being taught in primary wing. Then Islamic studies, which is meant for only Muslim students, and for non-Muslim students, we have moral science. The second language policy I would like to talk about. Students can choose any one second language of their own choice in grade 1. Arabic here, dear parents, is compulsory as second language for native speakers. And as you can see the screen, it's Hindi, French, Tamil, Malayalam, and Arabic. Third language policy starts from grade 3 upwards, 3 to 8, which is Hindi, French, Tamil, Malayalam, Arabic, Urdu, Telugu, and Sanskrit. And Arabic is again compulsory as a second language for native speakers. And here in third language, non-native speakers can also opt for Arabic. Primary curriculum overview, co-scholastic. We have moral science, physical education, art, music, dance, and work X. We call it clubs in our school, but we also refer the word as work X, but children would call it as clubs, club activities. So what exactly is a work experience club? So club activities are fun-filled and allows your ward to learn new skills, explore, and give them a chance to bring out their creative ideas. Clubs provide functional skills that will help you rediscover a new you. And joining clubs give you the opportunity to meet a diverse population of people that allow you to expand your thinking and interests. And it definitely encourages personal development through communication and exploration of different interests. Dear parents, we usually have a separate segment of time where children are asked to bring a lot of things related to clubs. And we tell in advance what is required, and the clubs are conducted by different teachers. I would like to tell you a couple of club activity in the primary wing. You can read It's Little Chef, which talks about fireless cooking. We have expressions, that's public speaking, sound and beat, where children learn musical instruments and vocal singing, Western dance, Indian dance, recycling, creative hands, web and graphic designing, science club, math club, singing, eco club, sculpture club, community and social service, photography club, blogging, cross stitch. And these are the activities that we have offered in this academic session. And you can see some glimpses of beautiful work done during the club activity. This is for grade 2, Disney Fantasy, that we did in the month of April. You can see some more glimpses where children are exploring by using their own creativity and their hands. And you can see our little chef and some science activities that children are doing. Dear parents, we also have a lot of value-added initiatives. Reading program is one of them. Remedial classes, morning class assemblies, art integrated learning, counseling programs, and involvement of guest speakers. I'm going to take up each one of them in a little more detail. Let's look at our reading program. So we offer a reading program that's done in enrichment period and sometimes also in the library period or in English class, where children are encouraged to read either through slow reading style, silent reading, individual reading, group reading, or loud reading. Here at DPS Monarch International School, we encourage children to inculcate reading habits. And this program basically has a goal where we provide children with the best possible start at the outset of their learning career. It's very important to build up this lifelong learning skills. It also gives our parents the confidence and skills to work with their children after the program, because it just doesn't stop where the child would be reading, but we would also be giving an afterwards task where children can also involve an activity with the parents to provide children with the conceptual skills needed to develop reading fluency and comprehension. We also, as I mentioned, our value-added program also has remedial classes. So remedial programs are designed to close learning gaps and help students cater up to the level of their other classes. Pull-out sessions are conducted by teachers to focus on core areas like reading and mathematics. Remedial programs are open to all students, including our special needs children, and it is to enhance the subject knowledge and for better understanding of the concepts. We have the concept of morning assemblies. Till the time we were having the Zoom through the online classes, we also had morning assemblies through the online. And now, of course, children are in the classrooms and we are doing morning assemblies there as well. Morning assembly is a very, very important part of school culture. It helps in building a culture of communication and representation of academic and co-curricular activities. Assemblies provide a fantastic opportunity to build a strong sense of commitment. It helps to reinforce school's ethos, its values, and its mission statement. And it also gives them an opportunity to celebrate festivals, special days, and occasion. Interestingly, dear parents, you also build up a lot of leadership skills while you are preparing for morning assemblies. Children pick up a particular task and they take lead on to make the assembly very successful for each other. You can look at some glimpses of our children performing during morning assemblies. We also follow an art integrated curriculum, parents. This is something that has been introduced by Central Board of Secondary Education, and it starts from grade 1 to 10. And we have art integrated projects, and there's a lot of implementation of art education and art integrated learning that is done as per the guidelines of CBSE. So whether it is art, music, dance, we integrate it with the core subject, and interesting projects are created during their school life. You can also meet our special educator and counselor, Mrs. K. Tamarai Selvi. She takes sessions with children in the classroom. She would pull out children if it's required. She would observe children, and we will from time to time reach out to you and work on the learning difficulties or any kind of modification if it's required, with a very, very continuous feedback system. And we would call you and we would explain the details, and the counselor will help you and the teacher understand the needs of those children. We have involvement of guest speakers. Recently, we had a ballet dancer from the United Kingdom, Annabelle Locke. Due to the restraint of COVID, we had asked her to come through Zoom, but in our classrooms, of course, children met, and children through the smart board that we have in all the classrooms, our children could interact with her. And of course, the moment there will be time when we will be allowed to invite, and there would be a gathering that can be settled in an auditorium, all the children can meet these guest speakers also in person. Dear parents, I would like to now talk about the assessment structure. Here I have just divided my presentation in two parts. One is grade 1 to 4 and one is grade 5, if you'll see. Grade 1 to 4, we have a formative assessment, which is actually not graded. So we have a concept of concept recap. It's a very diagnostic approach. The teacher, before beginning a concept, she would test how much the child knows about a concept. And even after she's taught a topic, she would find from children various ways of assessment how much the child or the class has understood the concept. If the child has not understood, or in an average she feels that this particular concept needs to be retouched, the teacher would retouch that concept. This is a concept which is not, we do not grade children for that. This is something that is diagnostic in nature. It has a very remedial concept, and it is a great learning for our children. And we have a concept of which I will talk about it in the next slide. We have a concept of monthly report, where we divide our monthly report into various learning objectives. And after the end of every month, you can actually see the progress of your own child and the concepts that are being taught. We also have a summative assessment that is classroom observation. The weightage is 20%, subject enrichment activities. It is interdisciplinary project and other activities that is for 30%, and periodic test, as in our days we used to call it test. So that is 50%. I would also talk about interdisciplinary project in my next slide, where how we integrate other subjects, and we integrate all the subjects under one thematic project, and children would take up one project, but there would be one theme and there would be multiple little minute tasks that they would be doing, but it will be have a single thread attached with a single theme. Grade 5, we follow as per the CBSE guidelines and the CBSE assessment guidelines. So formative assessment, again, as it is in grade 1 to 4, we have concept recap concept, where the children are not graded. We have a concept, as Principal Ma'am said, the iPads are there. Children, they do concept recaps, multiple quiz and multiple interactive assignments through the iPad, and it is it's instantly they get to know the feedback of their understanding of a concept. And then we have summative assessment. Internal assessment consists of classroom observation, subject enrichment activities, and periodic tests. And in the end, from grade 5 upwards, there is a concept called term end examination, which is for 80%, which has 80% weightage. I would like to talk about, as I mentioned, class observation in my previous slide. So what exactly is class observation? So when a child has been given assignment, how has he completed, whether he's been able to follow a deadline, class participation in the classroom, he's asking questions, he's answering any questions, or he's participating in an interaction. Of course, discipline and class behavior also comes under the class observation. IDP, interdisciplinary project. In IDP is a learning experience that provides primary and secondary children of our school with the opportunity to synthesize knowledge from various areas of learning and apply it to real life situation. It is an approach to curriculum integration that generates an understanding of themes and ideas that cut across disciplines, and of the connections between different disciplines and their relationship to the real world. We would take up a topic, let's say water, and water would be a concept, and the mathematics task would be related to water, the EVS task would be related to water, the English task would be related to water, even the dance, music, and physical education task would also be related to water. So the child gets a whole purview of water as a theme, and so many things are integrated with the concept. We have the formative assessment, as I was talking about concept recap. It is definitely a diagnostic approach where we get to know how much the child knows and how much the child needs to know more. So we do concept recap. I'll again tell you that it's not graded. It is a diagnostic approach. We revisit the concept. Identification of learning gaps is done here, and redesign of learning strategy. So if the topic needs to be retouched, the teacher will rework with the children and redesign her learning strategy. We have two styles of evaluation reports. I mentioned previously that we have a monthly progress report, which is based on the digital assessment and various digital assessments that the teacher takes from time to time. And you would see that we have a rubrics, which has 4 styles of learning objectives to be achieved. AS means accomplished skills, ES established skills, DS developing skills, and NS needs support. So if there is a concept that has been taught, let's say plants or fauna and flora. So how much the child has been able to understand. If the child has been able to understand everything, he is an accomplished skills. But if the child needs to be, we need to work a little more, so we will write needs support. The parent gets a complete overview of his child from time to time and every month. So you can actually discuss with the teacher, come and discuss that, my child has got a particular thing, what should I do? So this continuous feedback keeps happening at DPS Monarch. We also have a term end report card, which is followed through the CBSE grading system. I would now like to talk about events and activities, dear parents. We have a variety of events in the primary wing. There are inter-school competitions. We just had a Hindi inter-school competitions, and very soon we will be hosting inter-school debate, English in debate competitions for children all across Qatar, CBSE schools. We have Olympiad, weekly language fest, inter-class activities, intra-class activities. They are non-competitive, some are competitive, some are inter-house, and we definitely have an inter-school. You can get a glimpse of what we are doing this year. So we have a concept of celebrating festival. 1 week is given to each festival. And we had started with the Global Goals Weeks, understanding UN SDG, United Nations of Sustainable Development Goals. In the primary wings, right from grade 1 upwards, grade 1 to 5, all the children participated in various projects, and you can go through our Facebook page. You can see the lovely pictures and the activities that teachers did in the classroom. And grade 1 child could also understand what a sustainable development goal is. They are very age appropriate and very much required to make them global citizens. We do have a beautiful concept of celebrating languages through Language Fest. So 1 entire week is celebrated, and all the second language and third language teachers, they conduct various creative activities, and it is sometimes competitive also, and children are rewarded for that. Rainbow Art and Literature Festival, where we allow children to dance, sing, stage their acting skills. Then we have STEM Week, where we explore innovation. It is related to science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and every child uses his analytical skills to create and explore something in his or her class. We have Valley of Diversity, which is the International Heritage Week, where the Social Science Department would bring out the heritage of many countries and would exhibit a lot of interesting ideas to the school. We have annual events like Annual Day celebration, Qatar National Day celebrations, Annual Sports Day. We definitely would be also starting field trip very soon. And important days like Mother Day, Father's Day, International Yoga Day, Gandhi Jayanti celebration, Children's Day, Thanksgiving Day, Indian Republic Day, and class photographs are various important days that children love to participate and contribute. You can take a glimpse of these, what I just mentioned. You can take a quick glimpse of how we celebrate these days. So this is, of course, a picture of Children's Day, as well as we've celebrated Gandhi Jayanti. There are certain creative activities and drama, dance, music. We are always keen to celebrate in sync with the Indian Embassy, all the activities that the Indian Embassy provides for the Indian community. We participate, and it's a great pride to share that our children excel and also are getting great recognition on those events. This was Qatar National Day, and the whole school was decorated and children came in beautiful costumes. We are very active with the ICC Student Forum Qatar, and our children participate in various events and various speaking events and enhance their thinking and analytical skills. This is again something to do with STEM. This is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. We have various monthly celebrations. And our team of teachers are also being rewarded by various organizations from time to time. They excel in many events, and we have a team of very, very dedicated, talented, and intelligent teachers among us. You can see this is grade 1 activity, where this is a mathematics concept of addition and subtraction. And it has been done very well through creating a shop and how children come, purchase a thing and add money, delete money. So this is all fun way of teaching concepts. World Environment Day, we always encourage children to be environmentalists, young environmentalists, and go green. So this was the global goals for sustainable development, and we discussed each and every global goals with children with various little activities, age appropriate activities. I am just giving you time to take a glimpse of our children and their work. This is one of the germination activity that children did. And as I mentioned, that we are always very active with all the program in association with Embassy of India, Qatar, and North Indian Association, Doha, and participate in various activities. Recent was the inter-school competitions, the Hindi Pakwara, where our children excelled. Our school took great pride in hosting and organizing this on behalf of the ICC. This was an inter-school competition, Spandan, where various schools from Qatar came and participated. I would also like to talk about our student council, dear parents. We have a very, very active student council, and we celebrate the investiture ceremony where children take oath and work towards making the school code of conduct run in the best way. So we build the leadership quality and we inculcate leadership skills in our children right from the primary years. So our STEM week, or for that matter, all the other weeks are on. They were online that time, but now, of course, they will be in school and age-based, easy to do, fun, and interactive. You can see how the children, with very, very little activities, they are taught concepts in science. So this is about sound and distance. It's Gandhi Jayanti. And we also invite guest speakers, as I mentioned earlier, for parent and children workshop. From time to time, we would be inviting expertise who would be coming and doing workshops for our parents and children. We have a beautiful feature called the Monarch Bulletin, as well as the magazine, the yearbook, where the parents get, every month you would get the bulletin where we feature all our events right from kindergarten to the secondary wing. This is our yearbook, and every year we take out an yearbook where your children can write articles and contribute. Parents are definitely our partner, and we cannot survive without the parent homeschool partnership, dear parents. So from time to time, we call you for continuous feedback. We have parent orientations, we have PTMs, and definitely there is a very strong PTA body which is elected every year. This is one of the PTA meetings picture, and these are our PTA body. And with this, I'm going to end my session. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to meeting your children. My entire team is waiting for all the children with a very warm heart. And very soon, dear parents, we would like to get on our feet to bring all this that I have shown you to your children's lives. With this, I end my address, and I will now request Mrs. Maya Menon to take over. Thank you, parents.
Thank you, ma'am, for the well-articulated and very informative session. Before we answer your queries, which are already there in the chat box, I can see a lot many questions popping up. Before that, I would like to invite our school admission counselor, Ms. Wasima Syed, to give you an insight about the admission procedures. Ms. Wasima, the screen is all yours.
Thank you, Maya ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, Ms. Wasima.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Wasima Syed, Admission Counselor, DPS Monarch International School. I'm here to give you a short presentation about the admission process for the next academic year. Admission is open for the current as well as for the next academic year. The procedure is online. You have to fill the admission inquiry form in the school website. Once you fill up the admission inquiry form in the school website, you will get an email regarding the registration. The registration fees is 200 Riyal. You will clear 200 Riyal. We will send you the details about the registration, about the admission interaction with the date and time. KG1 will have the admission interaction, and from KG2 to grade 5, it will be an admission test. The syllabus are available in the school website. Once the child clear the admission interaction, admission test, we'll send you the confirmation email with a list of documents you have to submit. And for the next academic year, parents are requested to pay 500 Riyal as a seat reservation fee. This is applicable only for next academic year. For the parents who are seeking admission for current academic year, we still have the vacancies for the current academic year. Please do contact the admission desk. Admission details are available. Admission contact details are available in the school website. You can email admission@misdoha.com. Thank you so much. Over to you, Maya ma'am.
And thank you, dear parents, for sharing your queries and questions with us. So with that, we come to the end of the session. On behalf of the Monarch family, it gives me immense pleasure to thank our dear parents, guests, and well-wishers who have attended this orientation session and who have always supported us in vibrant colors to reach our boundaries beyond the sky. Dear parents, it is your dream that makes us all walk the miles of difficult steps in a positive manner to reach our destination and peak, covering all the hardships. Thank you all once again. I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to the management, principal ma'am, headmistress ma'am, the academic and activity coordinators of the kindergarten and primary team, and the IT department for their continuous support and guidance. We Monarchians are looking forward to an exciting and fun-filled year with our students to continue our journey of teaching and learning together. Thank you all once again.
Thank you. And I think we may leave the meeting now. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you.